If you notice this is not red, let me know so I can put it back on. Because last week it was and he wasn't sure why. Or how much it was. I'm gonna try. Because then it doesn't record everything for us.
Good morning. Okay, Smarters. If we can have everyone stand and face the permanent pool as we honor our country with the flag of the Star Spangled Banner.
I'm still missing 3 times. Oh, there's one.
If we can have all time members make their way down to the pool deck, all timers down to the pool deck. Not pool deck, I'm sorry, I'm going to pool area. There you are.
We're still missing I'm missing Owens.
Mrs. Owens? Is Mrs. Owens in the pool area?
So does anybody know who Krista Owens is?
Mrs. Owens, we are missing one timer. Can someone check to see if Mrs. Owens is out in the hallway? Okay, kids, just so you guys know, we are running reverse seat. Same events, just in reverse order. Obviously, we're starting out with the 200-yard free relay and working our way backwards. Fun, fun, fun.
Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with the Barracudas here at the Lima YMCA on Saturday, January 30th, 2021. I am not Trey Briggs, I am not Jen Beck, I am Robin Bolus, I am just a swim mom, and I am your third string commentator for the swim meet today. We have already done the Star Spangled Banner and the swimmers are assembling behind the blocks. We are going to do a new format today. It's called a reverse swim meet. So we are starting with the last event of the meet will be first. So we will be starting with the relays today for the 200-yard freestyle.
Event 21, the next 9 and over, 200-yard freestyle relay, heat 1 of 1.
All right, in lane 2, we have the leadoff swimmer as Leving Essinger. In lane 3, the leadoff swimmer is Carrie Diller. Lane 4, leadoff swimmer Jackson Bolus. Lane 5, Lily Baumgartner. Lane 6, Tommy Snyder. This is the mixed 9 and over 200-yard freestyle relay. The first swimmer is coming into the wall. We'll have a handoff. Many of these relays are trying to get zone cuts. Zones are a competition with swimmers from 5 or 6 states. You have to qualify for zones with a time trial cut. Many of these relays are trying to obtain their zone cut today. All right, good job, swimmers. Up next is event number 20, mixed 8 and under 100-yard freestyle relay.
The mixed 8 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1 of 1.
We'll have swimmers in lanes 4 and 5. For the relay in lane 4, we have Olivia Agazzano as the leadoff swimmer, and the relay in lane 5, Roman Shank is the leadoff swimmer. They will swim at 25, and then the second swimmer will come in. Second swimmer in lane 4 is Mia Kelly, and second swimmer in lane 5 is Kaylin Wilimowski. Lane 4, swimmer number 3 is in the water, Rebecca Matthewson. In lane 5, swimmer number 3 is Caleb Swick. Lane 4 has their last swimmer off the wall, Scarlett Hensley. Lane 5, the last swimmer is Creob Eob. Good job, swimmers.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll return to competitive swim here at 10:11. Swimmers, pay attention to the board. We'll return to swim at 11 after 10.
We're going to take a 5-minute break now so the swimmers can have a rest after the relays. If you're just joining us, good morning and welcome to Breakfast with the Barracudas. I am not Trey Briggs or Jen Beck, but I am Robin Bolus. I'm just a swim mom and I'm filling in as your third string commentator for today. Trey Briggs and Jen Beck are at WBLs with the high school swimmers today, and so I'm pleased to be with you this morning. Something interesting about this meet is we're doing a reverse meet format. What that means is we are starting with the last event and making it first. This is a great opportunity to kind of give the swimmers' bodies a fresh restart. This meet is also early in the morning. We normally swim in the afternoon. And so at this point in the season, there are 2 meets left before we go into the championships in March. So this is just a nice, fun way for the swimmers' bodies to have a little disruption, have to swim earlier in the morning, and then swim the events reverse. So we just started with the free relays, and then we will go into the breaststrokes and the backstrokes. 500 will always be in the middle, and then we will end with the 200s at the end of the day. So it's just a fun way to do that. Be a few more minutes, about 3 more minutes, and then we'll return to competitive swimming. that I can't see Jeff.
Mercury swimmers, those doing the breaststroke, start making your way behind the blocks and get your goggles on.
Good morning again and welcome to Breakfast with the Barracudas. We are getting ready to start event 19, mixed 13 and over, 100-yard breaststroke.
100-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 2.
There are 2 heats. First heat, we will have 3 swimmers. In lane 3, we have Lydia McCunkle, lane 4, Zoe Shank, and lane 5, Connor Bondrell. This is the 100-yard breaststroke. They will make 4 laps of the pool. These swimmers are 13 and 14 years old. They've all been swimming for many years. Swim on summer leagues. Zoe Shank into the wall first. The breaststroke is one of the most technical strokes of swimming. There are lots of opportunities to get DQ'd for improper technique. If you're just joining us, we are doing a reverse meet today. This is where we swim in reverse order. So the free relay started, we're now onto the breaststrokes, and the backstrokers will be next. Just a fun way for students, swimmers to kind of break up the monotony of the long swim season. So good job, Zoe Shank. Good job, Connor. Good job, Lydia.
Heat 2.
All those swimmers dropped times. What a great swim. This is heat 2. Lane 1, we have Will Doyle. Lane 3, Xavier Diller. Lane 4, Aiden Oak. Lane 5, Thomas Coe. Lane 6, June Essiger. Lane 7, Aram Eob. And lane 8, Rachel Franzalia. This is the 100 breaststroke, so they will go 4 times. Coming into the wall first is Aiden Oak, followed by Thomas Coe, Xavier Diller, and June Essinger. These swimmers are all age 13 and 14. And while they are swimming mixed genders, the boys are competing against the boys and the girls against the girls, regardless of how they finish in these heats. Their times will be combined with the swimmers in the other heats. And Aiden Oak is first into the wall. He already had a zone cut for a zone cut B. Good job, swimmers. We'll now move on to event 18.
9 to 12, 50-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 2.
Event 18 is mixed 9-12, 50-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 2. have Sirius Hensley. Lane 5, Brooke Kelly. Lane 6, Aaron Ungeshank. Lane 7, Alex Dubois. Lane 8, Aaron McConkey. These swimmers are range in age from 9 to 11. This is a 50-yard breaststroke, so they will go down and back. Good job, swimmers. Looks like Aaron Ungeshank lost his goggles there on that race. That can make or break a swim for a swimmer, but it looks like he persisted and finished well. Good job, swimmers. Next up, we have Heat 2. This is 9-12 50-yard breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Pardon Geyser. Lane 2, Lila Schneck. Lane 3, Levin Essinger. Lane 4, Mason Shank. Lane 5, Vivian Elrod. Lane 6, Madeline Starrett. Lane 7, Tommy Snyder. And lane 8, Kenyon Remy. These swimmers are all ages 10, 11, and 12. Two swimmers, Levin Essinger and Mason Shank, already have B zone cuts. We'll see if they can drop their time a little bit more today. Mason Shank took about a second off of his time. Great swim. Good job. Great swim, everyone. We think Mason Shank may have got the A cut on the zone.
3, 4, and 5 make your way to the turn lane 4. Timers for 3, 4, and 5. Turn lane 4 for the 25.
And he did indeed. Mason Shank had a 35.46, and the A zone cut is 35.69. Congratulations, Mason.
Turn lane 5.
We're now going to go into event 17. This is mixed 8 and under, 25-yard breaststroke. They will go down the pool one time, end at the other end, so the timers are moving to the 25 end of the pool. We have 3 swimmers, ages 7 and 8.
Event 17, the mixed 8 and under, 25-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 1.
I mentioned earlier that the breaststroke is one of the most technical strokes of swimming, and so it's really fun to watch these 8 and unders be able to swim this legally all the way down the pool. It just goes to the great training that we have here at the Lima YMCA. Lane 1 was Kriab Ioba, Lane 2 Olivia Agazzino, and Lane 5 Caleb Swick. Good job, swimmers.
We're going to take a short break. We will return to swim here at 10:25. At 10:25, 26, I'm sorry. Swimmers in the backstroke start making their way behind the blocks.
We're going to take a short break as that ends the breaststroke session. We'll take a break between each one of the sessions of strokes, allowing our swimmers to get a little bit more recovery time before they go into the next one. I've mentioned a couple times this morning about zones. You may be wondering a little bit more about what that means. So we are a YMCA league, swimming league. We compete against other swim teams from YMCA in Northwest Ohio. We have about 2 more meets in February, and then in mid-March we will have championships in Bowling Green State University, and that will be competing against all the other teams in our league. Zones is a competition for YMCA leagues that come from 5 or 6, the top swimmers for 5 or 6 states. We have a long history here with the Lima Barracudas of taking zone qualifiers. All swimmers are eligible for zones, but they have to hit a qualifying time. This year, because of the uncertainties with COVID and pool access and ability for swimmers to compete, zones has changed a little bit. Normally there is 1 zone cut for each of the age groups in each of the strokes, but this year they have done an A cut and a B cut. Anyone who qualifies with a zone A cut time, you automatically get invited to zones. However, if events are not filled by enough swimmers with those times, then they will look at the B cuts and they will take the top swimmers with the fastest times until they can fill the heats. So it's a great opportunity for some swimmers to maybe make zones that haven't in the past in certain events. However, the zone cuts are much faster than they normally are. So early in the season, some of our swimmers thought they had zone cuts, and then the new times came out, and so now they are very focused on trying to get their zone cuts, and definitely if you have a B cut, you're trying to get an A cut to guarantee your invitation to zones. And zones, ironically, will be in Bowling Green as well this year, which is great for us. It's not far away. Zones does rotate. Sometimes it's Ohio State, sometimes it's over in Canton, sometimes it's at Aspire Institute up in north of Cleveland, which is an Olympic training facility here in the state of Ohio. And so it's pretty fun when you get to go to the Aspire Institute. Again, I'm Robin Bolus. I'm just a swim mom, and I'm filling in today as a commentator. Trey Briggs is at WBLs with the high school swimmers, as is Jen Beck, who sometimes fills in for commentating as well. So, welcome to Breakfast with the Barracudas. We're taking a short break, and we'll be back in about 3 more minutes.
Event 16, the mixed 13 and over 100-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 1.
This is the 13 and over 100-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 1. Lane 1, Lydia McConkle. Lane 2, Connor Vondrell. Lane 3, Arlie Amspoker. Lane 4, Jackson Bolus. Lane 5, Aiden Oak. Lane 6, Carrie Diller. 7, Lila Schneck. And 8, Will Doyle. These swimmers age and range from 10 to 13. We do have some swimmers trying to get zone cuts in this event here today. We'll see if they're able to make it. 100 backstroke, they go down 4 times. We're at the halfway mark. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 are the ones trying to get zone cuts. Arlie Amspoker, Jackson Bolus, and Aiden Oak. like Jackson Bolus made the zone cut B. And we'll have to wait on the Aiden Oak time to confirm. It looks like maybe Carrie Diller got one as well. It's a little complicated with all these A and B cuts in different age groups. Good job, swimmers.
Event 15, the mixed 9 to 12, 50-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 2.
This is 9-12, 50-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 2. Lane 2, Sirius Hensley. Lane 3, Alex DeBook. Lane 4, Ethan DeGrant. Lane 5, Aaron Ungashank. Lane 6, Pardon Geyser. 7, Brody Schneck. 8, Aaron McConkey.
Congratulations to Jackson Bolus making his B cut in zone.
So the officials just confirmed that Jackson Bolus did get the zone B cut in that, and Carrie Diller with an outstanding swim, dropping 7 seconds to get the zone cut. I heard before them swimming, Carrie was excited that she got to swim with Jackson. She was hoping that he would push her and get her into the zone cut, so well done, swimmers. Event 15 is concluded. With all the mixed ages swimming together, it takes the officials a little bit of time to confirm all the times and zone cuts. Well done, swimmers, in event 15. Heat 2 is coming up. This will be a full heat. These swimmers age and range from 10 to 12. We have some swimmers going for zone cuts in this as well. We have Morgan Schimler in zone 4, or lane 4 already has a zone cut. The A zone cut, so she is for sure going to zones in this event. And then Angela Franzalia already has a zone B. She is trying to get the zone A cut.
Heat 2.
Looks like there's some confusion behind the blocks, so we're gonna let the head official get this sorted out. So we had some swimmers scratch, it looks like, and they're filling in their lanes with other swimmers. So I might be missing some names when I go through the lanes. I apologize for that. So I think we have in lane 2 Gavin Bondrell I don't know who's in lane 3. Lane 4 is not Morgan Schimler, so I'm not sure who's in that lane either. Lane 5 is definitely Colton Clark. Lane 6, Angela Franzalia. Lila Schneck is in 7, and 8 is Tobin Amspoker. This is the 50-yard backstroke. They will go down and back, and as I said, we have some swimmers trying to go for the zone cuts. Morgan Schimler opted not to swim this event today. Angela Franzalia had a 35.90, and she needed a 35.79, so she just missed it.
This is different than the heat sheet. We're actually having 2 heats here. Lanes 1 and 2 are not working. The pads on the far end, so just timers for lanes 3 through 8 to the turn end of the pool. 3 through 8.
So it looks like they've had a change up in the next event. Event 14, mixed 8 and under 25-yard backstroke. Again, we had some swimmers opt out this morning. Other swimmers are in lanes, and so it looks like we're going to take this in 2 heats now. I will wait and read the names off the scoreboard once they get into the water. This is mixed 8 and under 25-yard backstroke. Swimmers age from age 3 to 8.
You can come back. There's no one in lane 8. Mandy.
The timers have to get to the other end of the pool so they can time. As I said, this is going to break into 2 heats now, so if you are following at home and maybe have a heat sheet at home, it looks like, according to the scoreboard, in heat 1, we will have Roman Shank. We will have Rebecca Mathewson, Mia Kelly, Kaylin Wilimowski, and Scarlett Hensley is now in lane 7. Although Scarlett Hensley is not in lane 7 right now, she's still in lane 2. So we'll see how this goes. Again, this is Saturday morning breakfast with the Barracudas on January 30th, 2021. I am Robin Bolus. I am just a swim mom. I am filling in today for Trey Briggs, our normal commentator who is at WBLs with the high school students.
That's where that lane should be in. Make sure you're in the right lane. We should have Hensley in lane 7.
Okay, it looks like they are trying to move Hensley to lane 7 now. So if you are family of Scarlett Hensley, she will be in lane 7. Here she comes. It's important that we make sure all the swimmers are in the lane that the computer thinks they're in, so we can attribute the time that they swim with their records. So appreciate the attention to detail from the officials at the pool deck, making sure everybody's in the right lane. And here we go.
Event 14, the next 8 under, 25-yard backstroke, 1 of 2.
Mixed 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. They will go down the pool 1 time. In lane 2, we have Roman Shank. No, Lane 3, Roman Shank. The first swimmer is Roman Shank. Then we have Rebecca Mathewson, Mia Kelly, Kaylin Wilimowski, and then Scarlett Hensley. Good job, swimmers. So at the beginning of that race, you saw the couple of swimmers took off the wall before the starter had started them. That is considered a false start. I don't think they'll get disqualified for that today. This is really a learning opportunity, but at champs, they would get disqualified for that. Okay, here we go with Heat 2. This is still the 8 and under, 25 back. This looks like it is Adrian Ungashank, Creole Ebob, and Hayden Wilimowski.
If we can have our 500 swimmers, please make the way behind the blocks. And your lap counters can make the way to the other end of the pool.
In the backstroke, the swimmers do need to stay on their back before they touch the wall. If they rotate beyond 90 degrees, they will become disqualified. Good job, swimmers. So working with these young swimmers is to ensure that they stay on their back until they hit the wall. Many of them will hit the wall with their head first, and after a few times, they'll learn how to stretch their arm out and hit the touchpad. Okay, good job, swimmers. We will be taking a little 5-minute break, again, to reset and allow the swimmers some recovery time. When we return, we're going to be doing the 500-yard freestyle. I am Robin Bolus. I am just a swim mom, and I am filling in today for Trey Briggs, who is at WBLs with the high school swimmers. It looks like we are not going to take a break now. They've decided to go ahead with the 500s.
24, 25, 6, 7, and 8. Event 13, the mixed 11 and over, 500-yard freestyle, heat 1 out of 1.
This is mixed 11 and over, 500-yard freestyle. Swimmers are in the water. In lane 2, we have Gavin Vandrell. Lane 3, Rachel Franzalia. Lane 4, June Essinger. 5, Wyatt Mallet. And lane 6, Zoe Shank. All of these swimmers are experienced swimmers. Some of them swim year-round. The 500 is not something I would ever want to swim or attempt to swim. So kudos to all these swimmers for swimming 20 laps in the pool today. You'll see at the other end of the pool, they do have friends with their lap counters, and they'll put those in the water to help the swimmer remember underwater what lap they are on. It's also a fun way for the swimmers to cheer on their friends. So at some point in a swimmer's career, they will decide, or their bodies will decide, that they will become either a sprinter or a long-distance swimmer. So for a sprinter, a 500 is something that you swim in practice, and maybe you swim it once a season. A long-distance person, this is your jam. This is what you love to swim, and you would swim longer distances as well. Sprinters are not a fan of the 500. The YMCA season, this is the longest swim that we do for this short course season. When you get into USA swimming, which is a different league, we do have a USA team here at Lima, Barracuda, but because of COVID this year, we haven't been able to do much of the USA swimming, but USA swimming has a long course and a short course season. When you get into long course, you do swim much farther distances in a 50-meter pool. And Long course swimming is a pool twice the length here of the Lima pool. So when our USA team is training for long course, they still train in the short pool, but they do different techniques for training to help prepare them to be able to swim the 50-meter length when they get to a 50-meter pool. I mentioned that Trey Briggs and Jen Beck, who are the normal commentators, are at the WBL tournament today with the high school students. So that is happening today with the area high school swim teams. We do have high school swimmers on this team, but during their high school season, they are not permitted to swim with their YMCA team. So after they get through sectionals, they will rejoin our team at Champs at Bowling Green State University. But right now, they're getting ready to end their season. So they have WBLs today, which is the conference tournament. Some of those swimmers will qualify and move on to sectionals, and we are going to be hosting the high school sectionals here at the Lima YMCA in mid-February. That's really exciting for us to have swimmers from all over Northwest Ohio coming to our Lima YMCA, to this wonderful facility we have, and being able to swim here. Some of those swimmers then will go on from sectionals to districts. Districts will be held at Bowling Green State University this year. And those top qualifiers and finishers will then go on to states. And states will be held at Canton-McKinley High School this year. Great job to the Ohio High School Athletic Association for managing through COVID and finding ways to allow for swimming to happen. As some of you know, chlorine has been found to kill the COVID virus, and so swimmers in pools have found to be very safe while they're in the water. There has been no evidence yet of research of COVID being transmitted through water. Swimmers usually do wear their masks though when they're out of the pool. It looks like the lead swimmer is on lap 14. That would be June Essinger. The head official has moved into her lane, and with one set of 50 to go, he will ring the bell. Us swimming the 500 also means that we're halfway through this meet, so it's going very quickly today. Swimmer is June Essinger, and she's coming into the wall, and you can hear the bell ringing. She is on her last set of laps. June does enjoy swimming the 500s. June is also a runner. Comes from a family of distance folks. They are distance runners, distance swimmers, triathloners. She and her brother Levin go to Bluffton schools. And good swim, June. She dropped about 10 seconds on that swim. Swimmers today in this event from age 11 to 14. Good job, Wyatt. He too dropped time. It always amazes me when people drop time in the 500. That's what they train for, but it's such a long race. It involves pacing, understanding how fast you're going without looking at a timer. Two more swimmers are about to finish up. Zoe Shank finishes with a 7:29. Her seed time was a 7:48. Great job, Zoe. Rachel Franzalia is into the wall. Also drop time. Rachel had a 7:45. She finished with a 7:37. Great job. Gavin Vondrell is still in the water. He is on his last 25. Gavin did not have a time coming into this event today. And he is really kicking it in now. He saved some energy to sprint that last 25. Good job, Gavin.
Event 12, the mixed 9 and over 100-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 3.
And here we are, 9 and over freestyle, 100-yard freestyle. There's going to be lots of zone activity in this event. 3 heats. The first heat has 3 swimmers. Swimmers are age 9 to 11. Lane 4 is Brody Schneck, lane 6, Alex Dubuque, and lane 8, Aaron McConkey. This is the 100-yard freestyle. They will go 4 lengths of the pool. Into the wall for their finish. Alex has really kicked it in here. Good job, Alex. And Brody Schneck. Both of those swimmers dropped a tremendous amount of time. Alex was 1:51, he finished 1:41, so about 10 seconds. And Brody Schneck was in with a 2-minute seed time and finished in 1:47. Great job. Aaron is still in the water and finishing his last lap. It's great to see the swimmers cheering on their teammates. It's hard to be swimmers with only 2 other swimmers in your heat. One of the challenges with having virtual meets is our swimmers have just been swimming against their teammates all year. Good job. Good swim, Aaron. Aaron also dropped time. He was in with a 2:56 and finished 2:40. So drop times in all of those heats, or all those swimmers. We're on to heat 2. 100-yard freestyle. I believe they may have moved some swimmers around. Yeah, the officials are gonna make sure the right swimmer is in the right lane. Again, this is very important. We want the swimmers to get credit for the time that they swim. Lane 1, I think is Sirius Hensley. No one in lane 2. Lane 3, Lily Schneck. Lane 4, Connor Bondrell. Lane 5 is Lila Schneck. Lane 6, Lydia McConkey. And lane 7, Ethan DeGranite. This is the 100-yard freestyle. Okay, it looks like there's a Ferguson in lane 1, not Sirius Hensley. So, apologize for that. Connor Bondrell into the wall first, followed by the Schneck sisters. Lily in lane 3 and Lila in lane 5. These swimmers age from 9 to 13, mixed genders.
Okay. As long as it's not a 25, we're fine.
Lila Schneck is picking it up here at the end. We're going to have a race to the wall. And Connor Bondrell gets it. 1:20.28, and Lila had a 1:20.30. Both of those swimmers drop time. Lots of drop times. That's good to see at this point in the season. Good job, swimmers. Heat 3 will be up next. Good finish, Ethan.
Heat 3.
This is the fast heat. We have 2 zone qualifiers in this heat. Wyatt Mallet, lane 1. Arlie Amspoker, lane 2. Mason Shank, lane 3, already with a zone cut B. Aiden Oak, lane 4. Jackson Bolus, lane 5. Morgan Schimler, lane 6, with a zone cut B. Colton Clark, lane 7. Levin Essinger, lane 8. This is the 100 free. They will do 4 laps. I know that Aiden Oak and Jackson Bolus are both going for zone cuts today. They're in lanes 4 and 5 next to each other. They were talking strategy before the race of how they were going to run these laps and push each other. This will be their last lap at the turn. They should really open it up and sprint back to the wall. Good job, swimmers. We'll have to wait there and let the officials confirm the times and see if anybody made the zone cuts. Jackson and Aiden both dropped time, and they're both in the 57 range.
Event 11, the mixed 850-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 1.
Event 11, mixed 8 and under, 50-yard freestyle. Swimmers in we have swimmers aged 3 to 7 in these heats. Lane 2 is Kaden Wilimowski. Lane 3, Kaylin Wilimowski. Lane 4, Caleb Swick. Lane 5, Mia Kelly. And lane 6, Scarlett Hensley. The Wilimowski brothers are swimming next to each other. That's always fun for brothers to swim next to each other. Not so easy for parents to cheer them on. This is the 50 freestyle. They went down and now they're coming back. So the finisher is coming into the wall. It looks like Caleb Swick. who also dropped time. He had a seat time of 48.48. He dropped to 48.04, so great swim. Kaylin Wilimowski dropped time. Mia Kelly dropped time. Great finish. Caden Wilimowski is still in the pool. He's the 3-year-old. It's great to see him pushing himself to swim this 53. That is a lot of pool to swim for a 3-year-old. Other swimmers are cheering him on. He's got a good rhythm going to his stroke there. Stroke, breathe, stroke, breathe. Good job, Caden.
Congratulations, Caden. That is one heck of a time drop.
He went in with a 2-minute 30-second time, and he finished with a 2:08. Tremendous time drop for Caden.
11:05. We'll start with event 10 at 11:05.
We are taking a bit of a longer break here. Next up is going to be the butterfly, so I want to give these swimmers an opportunity to recover from their 100 free. I believe the official said we would start back again at about 11:05. I want to give great appreciation to our sponsors for the Lima Barracudas team. Kelly's Poco logo keeps us in our suits and our goggles and caps, which we appreciate. Our wonderful Lima YMCA. Such a great pool. We're known in the region as having one of the best pools at the Lima Y, and lots of people love to swim here. Our parents, it's been a really strange season with COVID. We're not allowed to have grandparents and extended family here. That's why you're watching online, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide.
Backstroke record today in the 11-12 girls. Morgan.
So Morgan Schindler, they just announced.
Another record bites the dust. Don't see that too often, so congratulations, Morgan.
Morgan Schindler broke the backstroke record today. Congratulations, Morgan. I was saying just the parents that have helped, they set up, they clean up their timers, running the computers, Jason Diller, Kelly Franzalia, running computers, our scoreboard master here, Mr. Essinger, he gave a wave. Jeff Bolus and Mr. Amspoker are the officials today. I am Robin Bolus. I am just a swim mom. I am filling in for Trey Briggs, who is the normal announcer, and sometimes Jen Beck fills in as well. They are both at WBLs with the high school students today. I got the call this morning while I was brushing my teeth that I was being moved from a timer to a commentator, so I apologize for all the names that I've said wrong today, but we're pleased to be able to provide family and friends the opportunity to watch via the live stream. So about 4 more minutes and we will return to competitive swimming. Okay, welcome back. The head official seems to be moving back to his side of the pool, so it looks like we're going to get ready to get started. We are going to go into the butterflies next. Event 10, mixed 13 and over, 100-yard butterfly. We do have a zone cut A in this heat. Let's see if she's swimming. She is.
13 and over, 100-yard butterfly, heat 1 of 1.
This is the 100-yard butterfly. So in lane 3, we have Will Doyle. Lane 4, Lily Baumgartner from Ada. She has the zone A cut. Thomas Coe, lane 5, who is going for a zone cut, and Aaron Ebob, lane 6. These swimmers are 13, 14-year-old men and women. They will go 4 times down and back. For a butterflyer, the 100 butterfly is fun. The next distance up would be the 200 fly, which is not fun, I am told. We don't swim the 200 fly here at this league, but again, you would swim that in the USA Swimming League. Okay, the swimmers are coming into the wall. Swimmers are being cheered on by their friends. Thomas Coe might just miss the zone cut. He went in with a 105.83, ended with a 102.62, needed a 102.49. Excellent swim, Thomas. As I said, Lily Baumgartner already has the zone cut, and here comes Will and Abram into the wall. Good job, swimmers. Some of these top swimmers have 2 more weeks to get their zone cuts before they go into champs, and of course they could also get them at champs. Many of our swimmers love the Bowling Green pool.
9 to 12, 50-yard butterfly, heat 1 of 2.
This is event 9, mixed to 9-12, 50-yard butterfly. 2 heats. First heat, well, should have 3 swimmers. It looks like we have swimmers not here and new swimmers here, so I'll wait till the names come up on the scoreboard. Okay, lane 2 is a Ferguson, lane 6 is a Dugarant, and lane 8 is a McConkey. On the scoreboard, they don't have their first names, only their first initials, so I'm just going off of last names. So families for Ferguson, Dugarant, and McConkey, your swimmers are in the water. This is the 50-yard butterfly, so they will be coming into the wall for their finish. Looks like we're moving some swimmers around again. Good job, Aaron. Aaron in drop time. He went in with a 149 and finished with a 136. Great time drop, Aaron. Going into heat 2 of the mixed 9-12 50-yard butterfly, and we will be adding, I believe, Isaac Agazzano to lane 8. So if you're family and friends of Isaac's, he will be now in lane 8. We're good with lane 8. Lane 1, Cardin Geyser. Lane 2, Brooke Kelly. Lane 3, Tommy Snyder. Lane 4, Angela Franzalia with a zone cut A. Vivian Elrod. Lane 5, Madeline Starrett. Lane 6, Tobin Amspoker. Lane 7, and Isaac Exanio, lane 8. Angela Franzalia already has the zone A cut, but of course, Angela is a very competitive swimmer, and she is trying to drop even more time. That will give her a better placement at zones. They seed you fastest to slowest. Good job, swimmers. We'll wait and see if, let the officials confirm time, see if anyone else made a zone cut. Next up is mixed 8 and under, 25-yard butterfly. This is event 8. So the timers will move to the other end of the pool. Swimmers in the 8 and under 25-yard butterfly are ages 6 and 8. The butterfly is a stroke that is quite technical as well. Many opportunities for swimmers to get disqualified. So for these young ones to be able to swim a legal butterfly is really exciting and pretty amazing. And again, just goes to the quality of coaching here at the Lima YMCA. And many of our swimmers will swim in the summer as well. On the summer teams, there's a very vibrant summer swim program in the region. So if you're new to swimming, I just encourage you to ask families in their swim family circles and find out what would be, which summer team might be a good team for you to connect with this summer. Swimming in the summer usually goes June and July with the champs in July. Great opportunity to keep kids active during the summer months. Swimming is primarily a year-round sport. Competitive swimmers, I like to say, swim every month except August and April. Many of our swimmers are multi-sport athletes as well. Swimming is a sport that is a great conditioning sport, and you can play other sports in season as well. Okay, looks like we're ready to go.
25-yard butterfly, heat 1 of 1. This will only be lanes 4 through 7.
Looks like we have more swimmers than I have on my list, so I'll wait and read them off the scoreboard. Lane 3, Kaylin Wilimowski. Lane 4, Olivia Auxalio. Lane 5, Rebecca Mathewson. And lane 6, Roman Shank. This is the 25 butterfly. They will go down one time. Swimmers need to keep their elbows out of the water. They need to keep their feet together. They cannot have their feet asynchronous. Those are things that the officials are looking for. Great swim. Great job, swimmers.
We're going to take a short break. We will return to swim here at 17:30. Swimmers in the 50-yard freestyle start to make their way behind the blocks, but we'll start at 11:17. 11:17.
We are going to take a short break, the official said, and so I think he said about 11:17 we'll return to competitive swimming with the 50-yard freestyle. Many zone cuts in this event for our swimmers, and they will be trying to get the zone cut A's as well, so that'll be exciting. I've mentioned a couple times about swimming and what to do after this season is over. We do have a USA long course swimming team. I mentioned that earlier here with the Lima Barracudas. Due to COVID, we have not been able to have our USA program going, and so we hope that with improvements in overall health and safety in our region, that maybe we'll be able to do the long course team with USA, so that's always an option. There's really great summer swim programs, so if you're new to swimming, I just encourage you to talk with some friends in your swimming family and explore the various teams in the area. There's about 7 or 8 teams that have summer swim programs that swim during the summer months of June and July. We will have a champs then in July. It's a great way to keep your kids in shape and active during the summer. And then there's also opportunities for college swimming. So the high school students that are swimming at WBL today, and we have a great college swim program in our region. University of Findlay, Ohio Northern, both have Division III swim programs, or Findlay's might be Division II. Bluffton University in Bluffton, Ohio will be adding a Division III swim program this fall. Great opportunities for you to swim in college as well. USA swimmers, it is a little bit of a higher competitive league. Faster swimmers, you will travel to Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky for swim meets. Some great pools down in Cincinnati for USA Swimming. Fort Wayne has a beautiful 50-meter pool.
Event 7, the mixed 9 and over 50 yards freestyle, heat 1 of 4.
Okay, we've resumed swimming now. I believe we're on event 7. And lane 2, Alex Dubuque. Lane 4 is an Agaziano. Lane 5 is a Ferguson. Lane 6 looks like Scarlett Hensley. And lane 8, Aaron McConkey. This is the 50 freestyle. They've added some swimmers in from the heat sheet, so I read names off of the scoreboard. This is a 50, so the swimmers will be coming into the wall, finishing their swim. Good job, swimmers. Okay, we're going to go on to heat 2. 50 free is a very popular event for swimmers. Almost everybody swims it. Good job, Aaron. We're going to go on to heat 2. These swimmers age and range from 10 to 14. This format that we're swimming today, we do have mixed genders and people are flighted by their time, so while they may finish first in their heat, that necessarily means that they won the event. Lane 1, Erin Ungeshank. Lane 2, Madeline Starrett. Lane 3, Lily Schneck. Lane 4, Zoe Shank. Lane 5, Connor Vondrell. Lane 6, Kenyon Remy. Lane 7, Lydia McConkey. Lane 8, Cardin Geyser. This is the 50 free, down and back. Zoe Shank first to the wall with a wonderful time drop. She was a 34.02. She came in with a 33. Great job, swimmers.
Heat 3.
Going on to heat 3. There are 2 zone cuts in this one. Lane 1, Lila Schneck. Lane 2, Aram Eob. Lane 3, Will Doyle. Lane 4, Colton Clark. Lane 5, Carrie Diller with a zone cut B. Lane 6, Angela Franzalia, zone cut B. 11, Essinger. Lane 7, Rachel Franzalia, lane 8. Colton Clark first into the wall with a great time drop. We'll have to wait and see if anybody got a zone cut there.
Heat 4.
Colton had almost a second off. Here we go, heat 4, the fast heat. Lots of zone cuts here. Mason Shank, lane 1, zone cut B. Arlie Amsparker, lane 2, zone cut B. Lily Baumgartner, lane 3, zone cut B. Jackson Bolus, lane 4, zone cut B. Xavier Diller, lane 5. Thomas Coe, lane 6. Morgan Schimler, zone cut B, lane 7. And Wyatt Mallett, lane 8. Here they come back into the wall. All these zone cut Bs are trying to get a zone cut A. We'll have to wait and see for the officials to finalize the time on that.
We're thinking of time zones 4 through 7. Make their way down to the tournament.
Next heat is going to be the 25-yard freestyle. The 8 and unders. We have swimmers aged 3 through 8.
I'm sorry. Wrong page. Yeah, let's have
Timers will go to the other end of the pool. It'll take just a minute or so to get them down there. It's fun to watch the older kids get out of the pool with the younger ones in the next event. They're cheering them on as they get out of the pool, and the younger ones get to see the fast swimmers swim. It's a great opportunity. A lot of team camaraderie here in Coach April Dorman's team. She focuses on that, always tells the swimmers to be good teammates to one another, encourages them to encourage one another. They have a lot of fun, but they also work hard. They help, the older ones help the younger ones out. Looks like we might be moving some people around in this event as well, so. I'll wait till the scoreboard comes up and read the names as best as I can off the scoreboard. I was mentioning earlier the opportunities for continued swimming beyond the Y League, and we do have many Lima Barracudas that are swimmers on college teams around the area. It's exciting to follow them in their college swim careers as well. So this is the mixed 8 and under 25 free. I will wait to read the names once they appear on the scoreboard. The 25 free is just one lap down the pool. Looks like we have somebody doing the backstroke. So in lane 3, we have a Hensley. Lane 4, Roman Shank. Lane 5, Rebecca Mathewson. Lane 7, and one of the Eob siblings. Lane 6 was the Eob, 7 is Wilimowski, and 8 is one of the Ungashanks. Again, I apologize for not having the first names. I'm reading them off the scoreboard where they just have the first letter. Some of these families have all their children named with the same first letter of the name. I think that's Aiden Ungashank. I think Aiden was the backstroker. The younger of the Caden Wilimowski is the one still in the water. He's the 3-year-old. Great job, swimmers.
We're going to take a short break.
The head official says we will take a short break. We'll return for the 200-yard IM.
Swimmers in event 5, please make your way behind the blocks.
We're down to event 5. This is a reverse meet today, so we started with event 21. We will end with event 1. So we only have a few events left. So after this short break, we'll come back for the mixed 13 and over 200-yard IM. Okay, we're returning to competitive swimming.
The next 13 and over 200-yard IM, heat 1 of 1.
This is the 13 and over 200-yard IM. Okay, it looks like we only have 3 swimmers. Oh no, there's the 4th. Lane 3 is Wyatt Mallett. Lane 4, June Essinger. Lane 5, Rachel Franzalia. Lane 6, Lydia McConkey. This is my actual favorite event of swimming. I'm not sure that my son particularly enjoys swimming it. I love watching the IM at the Olympics. This is where swimmers have to be able to swim all 4 strokes legally. They start with the butterfly, go to the backstroke, breaststroke, and then freestyle. You have to be a complete all-around swimmer to be able to swim this event legally. There are different distances. This is the 200 IM. In the Olympics, you'll see them swim the 400 IM. That's the more common one. Hopefully we will have a Summer Olympics this summer. I know they just announced that USA Swimming Trials have been separated into 2 separate events in Omaha, Nebraska. There'll be one in early June and then one in later June. All the professional swimmers are training. College swimmers are ending their college season and then will continue to train for Olympic trials. Swimmers are now transitioning into breaststroke. That transition right there from the backstroke into the breaststroke can be a little tricky. You need to make sure you stay on your back appropriately before you flip and go into the breaststroke. And then your first kick out of the breaststroke needs to be legal as well. There's a lot of technical elements to swimming. June Essinger here is transitioned into her freestyle, which is the last stroke. Swimmers cheering on June Essinger. She finished first there. Wyatt Mallett with a huge time drop. He had a C time of 3:13. He finished 2:52. Great job. Rachel Franzalia is finishing up into the wall. And Lydia McConkey is finishing with her freestyle. I mentioned earlier that parents are officials for the Y League. It's very important that we have officials. The parents actually have to do training. There's multiple classes that you have to take. You have to observe other officials, take tests. You have to retest each year, I believe, to keep your certifications. There are different levels of officials. There's level 1, level 2. Level 1 officials usually do the turns at the other end of the pool. The officials will be the ones in the white shirts and the blue pants. Level 2 officials are the ones that are allowed to be the starters in the recall. The starter is the one that puts them on the blocks. The recall is the one that blows the whistle. And there's the whistle from the recall.
Event 4, race 12 and under, 100-yard IM, heat 1 of 2.
So this is event 4, mixed 12 and under, 100-yard IM. Full heat, I believe. We'll see who shows up in what lane. For a swimmer for lane 1. I mentioned the recall. That is Mr. Amspoker is on recall today. One of the situations they had to get figured out was how do you blow a whistle and wear a mask at the same time? And there is such a thing as electronic whistles. So Mr. Amspoker has been using, all of our officials are using electronic whistles. Sounds just like a whistle, but it's an electronic button that they push and makes a whistle sound, so they can stay safe with their masks on and follow COVID protocols. All right, looks like we have lane 2, Ethan DeGranite, lane 3, Olivia Acazano, lane 4, Kelly Burke, lane 5, Cardin Geyser, lane 6, Brody Schneck, lane 7, Caleb Swick, lane 8, Sirius Hensley. These swimmers age from 7 to 11. There's some new swimmers with some veteran swimmers. It's another great opportunity to train with veteran swimmers. Making the transition this age group, they just do one stroke down, a different stroke back. Different stroke down, different stroke back. This is the 100-yard IM. Looks like maybe a swimmer in lane 8 has lost his goggles, but he's persevering through. I mentioned earlier that losing your goggles can make or break your event. It's great to see swimmers that just keep swimming. Okay, we have our first finisher here. Kelly, nice swim. Nice time drop on that. She had a 140 going in. She finished with a 137. Nice job. Lots of time drops in this heat. Good job, swimmers. Heat 2. Also a full heat. Lane 1, Kenyon Remy. Lane 2, Lila Schneck. Lane 3, Colton Clark. Lane 4, Mason Shank. Lane 5, Vivian Elrod. Lane 6, Carrie Diller. Lane 7, Gavin Bondrell. And lane 8, Tobin Amsbooker. Again, this is the 100-yard IM. They go down doing the fly. They come back doing the backstroke. They'll transition into the breaststroke and finish with the freestyle. Mason Shank is going to be the first one into the wall. We'll see if he does the fancy turn into the breaststroke. Nope. There's some fancy turns in the other lanes. Carrie Diller did a nice job. Vivian Elrod. If Trey was here, he would tell you the name of that fancy turn. I don't know the name, but it's fancy. It can also get you disqualified if you don't do it the right way. So it's kind of risky. Here we go. Mason Shank is bringing it home. Mason Shank finished with a 1:11.49, which I think qualifies him with the zone cut. We'll have to see. Anyone else did. Great job, swimmers. That is multiple zone cuts for Mason Shank from Bluffton, Ohio. He got a zone cut B, I believe. It was a 1:11.59 was the zone cut. He swam it in a 1:11.41. It was also a time drop for him. Mia Kelly is in lane 1, and she's going to have a tremendous time drop. Good job, Mia.
We're going to take a break. We'll start swimming at 11:45. We're going to take a break here.
Okay, the head official is saying we're going to take a break so we can get ready for the relays. Again, we have many of these relay teams trying to get their zone cuts, either a zone B or a zone A. You're going to have the first, well, this will be mixed 9 and over 200-yard relay. Everything it looks like from age 10 to 14-year-olds make up these relays. You're going to want to pay particular attention to lanes 4, 5, and 6. Those are the 3 relays that are really trying to get zone cuts. The boys, 13, 14, girls, 13, 14, and the girls, 9, 10. Lanes 4, 5, and 6. You can expect them to be fast. This is the medley relay, so the first swimmers will swim backstroke. The second swimmers, I believe, swim fly, then the breaststrokers, and then freestyle. There is a strategy to putting together a relay team. Some coaches like the fastest swimmers to be at the front and the back. In this relay, you need to get the fastest swimmers by their stroke. They always have to swim in the same order, though, so you can't move around swimmers. In the freestyle relay, there are different strategies where, since everyone's swimming the same stroke, coaches will move. Maybe the fastest swimmer is the last swimmer. Maybe they're the first swimmer. Another technicality about relays is the exchange. You need to make sure that the swimmer in the water has touched the wall before the swimmer on the block leaves the block. At champs, swimmers are really anxious and competitive and get a little itchy and want to leave the block early. That will get them disqualified. We've seen that happen over and over at champs in the time that our family has been involved, and it's heartbreaking when one swimmer of the 4 leaves the block early and the entire relay gets DQ'd. So it's a technicality. It's what they practice for. The coaches will start practicing next month very seriously, the relays, starts and finishes. I mentioned earlier the 3 relay teams that are really going for zone cuts. They're behind the blocks right now, giving each other high fives, jumping up and down, trying to keep their energy and hype up. These are the 2 relays that actually had made zone cuts, or they thought they had zone cuts earlier in the season, and then they changed the zone times a few weeks ago, and so they are now trying to regain their zone cuts that they no longer have. It's always great here at the YMCA. The members of the Y can enjoy the hot tub and the therapy pool while we're having these swim meets. So the aquatics area is multifaceted and able to still serve members when we have these meets. Maybe one day, me and my mom friends, when we're not volunteering and working, we need to go sit in the hot tub and watch the swim meet. I don't know why I've never thought about that. I think there is a limit to how long you can sit in a hot tub, though. Kelly Franzalia is giving me the details of the hot tub. I guess I've never been in it. She's saying if you sit in the back corner, there's a cool vent that blows on top of you, so you can sit in it a little bit longer. Not that we encourage that, though. There is a use caution sign. We don't want the Lima Y to get in trouble. Do not sit in the hot tub any longer than you're supposed to. Well, it's been a fun day here with Breakfast with the Barracudas. We have the relays and the 200s, and we will wrap up this meet. As I mentioned earlier, I am Robin Bolus. I am just a swim mom. I am not a professional commentator. Trey Briggs, who is usually here, is with the high school swimmers at the WBL meet today, and Jen Beck is with them as well. Sometimes Jen Beck from the TV station fills in if Trey's not here. I got the call this morning while I was brushing my teeth that they needed a commentator, and I got moved from a timer to this. So I apologize for any names that I've messed up today. It's great to be able to provide families and friends. I know my parents, my in-laws are watching, many family, grandparents, people from other states are watching that in a normal season, if we didn't have COVID, would never make it to a meet because they're out of the state. So it's a great opportunity for family and friends to cheer us on.
The 9 over 200-yard medley relay. one of one.
Here we go. Lane 2, leadoff swimmer is Rachel Franzalia. Lane 3, leadoff swimmer Gavin Vondrell. Lane 4, leadoff swimmer Jackson Bolus. Lane 5, the record holder, backstroker Morgan Schimler. Lane 6, Carrie Diller. Lane 7, Isaac Azanio. This is the 200-yard medley relay. As I mentioned, you're going to want to pay particular attention to lanes 4, 5, and 6. These are our 3 relays trying to get their zone cuts back. Jackson Bolus into the wall. Aiden Oak into the water. June Essinger into the water. Maddie Sterrett's going to go in for the little girls. We now have breaststrokers. So I think I said that wrong earlier. It's backstroke, beststroke, fly, and free. Aiden Oak for the 13-14 boys coming into the wall. Thomas Coe is going to be the next swimmer up. June Essinger is coming into the wall. Next is going to be Lily Baumgartner for the fly. Madeline Sterrett is going to come in for the 9-10 girls. Colton Clark, I think, just went in the water for the fly. Here goes Angela Franzalia for the butterfly. Thomas Coe is back in, and Xavier Diller is in the water for the freestyle. For the boys, we'll see if they can get their zone cut. In for the girls comes Lily, and Arlie Amspoker is in the water. Lane 3, Colton Clark is coming back in. Tommy Snyder is going to go in the water. Here comes Xavier Diller in. Angela's in, and Brooke Kelly goes. And did I miss Arlie Amspoker? I think I probably did. So it looks like the boys missed the zone cut by a second and a something. Girls, it looks like, missed it by a couple seconds, and the 9-10 girls as well. So they have 2 more weeks to try to get that. Brody Schneck is finishing up here in lane 7. Good swim.
Event 2, the mixed 800 100-yard medley relay, heat 1 of 1.
This is the mixed 8 and under 100-yard medley relay. Swimmers are 6 and 7 years old. In lane 4 is Rebecca Mathewson. In lane 5, lead swimmer is Kaylin Wilimowski. They are doing the backstroke. Their second swimmer will come in when they touch the wall. Again, the backstrokers need to stay on their back until they touch the wall. Nice finish. Second swimmer in lane 5 is Krubel Eob. Lane 4, Mia Kelly. They are doing breaststroke. And when they come to the wall, their relief swimmer will do the butterfly. This will be a close one to the wall. The girls have it. In the water first is Olivia Agsano, and in lane 5, Caleb Swick. They are doing the butterfly. They will go down once, and they will The freestylers will bring it home. Lane 4 for the girls, Scarlett Hensley is the freestyler. Lane 5, Roman Shank. Roman is 6 years old and just started swimming with the team this year. He has 2 older siblings that are swimmers. He's grown up watching swimming and gets to swim for himself this year. Good job, swimmers.
We're going to take a short break.
Okay, the official says we're going to take a short break to let the relay swimmers get a little bit of a recovery. I see some of them sipping some water and Gatorade to get their fluids back up. We will finish up this meet with event number 1, mixed 9 and over 200-yard freestyle. There are 2 heats of the 200 free. We'll be back in about 4 minutes.
I'm surprised you got $2.
I think he got it from his dad's jacket. That's why he wanted to know where his dad's jacket was.
Wednesday. Congratulations.
I'm so excited for you.
I
Are you
am
having a
too.
party?
Yeah, prime rib.
Only the dog gets it, right?
Right.
He's the one that dropped it.
Unless I say, hey, Beetle.
But did they train you? I mean,
Yeah.
they train you. I know, yeah. We have to go for a little hour.
2 hours.
I know. So we then, I'm like, we should have gone to training.
I want the word out that he went to man stopping training, which really is
But now you have to be in charge. It's not hard.
He's like, let him go. He's fine. He's an animal.
He puts more pictures of the dog on Facebook than like you and the kids.
Like, you have to ask.
His best friend.
It's all the stuff that.
That's why they say that.
I think the dog needs his own Facebook now.
Right. Oh, no, no, get it going. There are people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Or I bet you all their dog has a Facebook.
There's the Facebook title. My dog's back. Unless you are.
got in at the breaststroke, right? 100%.
All right, we're back for competitive swimming. This is the 200-yard freestyle.
Event number 1.
People seem to have been moved around in lanes again, so I'm going to read from the scoreboard once it goes up.
200-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 2. We will need all timers for heat 2, so don't go away.
These are the last events of the day. Okay, it looks like Ferguson. There's a Ferguson in lane 2, lane 3, Agazzano. Lane 4, I believe, is Aaron Ungeshank. Lane 5 is Lily Schneck, I think, not Lila. And then lane 6 is Dubuque. Again, if you have a heat sheet and you're following along, they've moved swimmers around. Lane 2 is Ferguson, 3 Agazzano, lane 4, one of the Ungeshanks, lane 5, I'm pretty sure it's Lily Schneck, could be Lila, lane 6, Dubuque. It's Lily. They said it's Lily Schneck. This is 8 laps, down and back. I want to thank Jason Diller and Kelly Franzalia and Dave Essinger for running the computers and the scoreboards and the live stream today. Coach April Dorman and Coach Emily are the 2 coaches that are here today. We have more coaches than that, but they rotate out for meets. Thanks to the parents that got up early and brought your kids here. I mentioned earlier we normally have meets in the afternoon. This meet was early in the morning. Breakfast with the Barracudas, and now what are we going to do? What are we going to do with the rest of our day? I guess we're all going to go to the grocery store and prepare for the snowstorm. Okay, it looks like the finishers are going to come into the wall, I believe. Aaron Ungeshank, Lily Schneck. It'll be interesting to watch these times. Usually this is the first event of the meet, so the swimmers are fresh. We did a reverse meet today, so this meet, or this event, event 1 is last. So these swimmers normally swim fresh. They have swam lots of other events before this now. A reverse meet gets the opportunity for the breaststrokers and backstrokers to be fresh for their meets. Usually they have to swim the rest of the meet first. Good finish. All right, last heat of the day.
Last heat of the day. Heat 2.
Lane 1, Will Doyle. Lane 2, Tommy Snyder. Lane 3, Vivian Elrod. No one in lane 4. Lane 5 is Xavier Diller. Lane 6, Zoe Shank. Lane 7, Connor Vondrell. Lane 8, Abram Eob. Many of these swimmers, in addition to swimming the whole meet, also swam the 500, and now they're swimming the 200, so they have a lot of yardage. I mentioned earlier about the difference between sprinters and long-distance swimmers. Long-distance swimmers can swim a 500 and a 200 in a basically 2-hour span of time with no problem. Sprinters would not be happy about that. This is a lot of swimming to do in 2 hours. Next week we will be here at the Lima Y. We will be virtual or have the live stream available, but we will have our Putnam County team will be here competing against us. This will be the first meet of the year where our swimmers will actually be in the water with competitors next to them in the lane. They've done a really nice job swimming against their other teammates all season, but they are all very, very excited to get in the pool and have another competitor from another team in the lane next to them. It makes such a difference for swimmers. Great appreciation to the Lima Y and the Putnam Y for allowing us to do that. There will be limited spectators, of course, to follow COVID protocol, so we'll be happy to provide a live stream for that as well. Hopefully Trey Briggs will be back, the normal commentator. I am Robin Bolus. I'm just a swim mom that's filling in today. I appreciate a little bit of grace for names that I didn't say correctly. We have so many swim families where multiple kids from the same family swim, and when they're all in swimsuits and caps, it's kind of hard to decide who's who. So Xavier Diller finished there. He dropped time. Great job, Xavier. 2:14.04. He came in with a 2:14.09. He did a lot of swimming today. That's a great job, Xavier. Hard swimming. Vivian Elrod finished. Looks like Zoe Shank is coming in next. She swam a lot too. She did the 500 today and the 200. And she dropped time. Great swim, Zoe. She came in with a 2:52, got a 2:49, and swam the 500 all on the same day. Lanes 1 and 2 finished. Good job. Lane 7, Connor, and Aram Eob. And that'll do it for us today. Thank you everyone for watching online, and we will be back next Saturday with our meet against Putnam here at Lima. It will be on live stream, and the meet will start at 1 o'clock. We'll see you then. Have a safe week.
Next week, we will have a tournament. Timers, if you can get your stopwatches adjacent up in the computer area. And those that volunteer to help turn around, if you can come down here, we'll get started. Thank you.